Hey, it's Heather with Prescriptive Living. This is where our savvy singles come to get tips to fail-proof life and love. And every week we put out content that helps bring tips, tricks, ideas, challenge thoughts, all of these things to help single people set foundations to get better outcomes in relationships. I talk at extensive lengths how about 1 out of 10 couples is thriving, and our goal is to get more people in that group. And so what we're going to talk about is exactly how you can create that reality. The good news is anybody is capable of creating that outcome inside their own life. But we have to talk about something right now that has sometimes blocked people from getting what they want. And this is the time. All right. So what happens in everything in life is about action, and then there's an opposite and equal reaction. Okay? Duh. Pretty basic. I know that wasn't too enlightening. But here's the thing. Sometimes the act that we have creates outcomes in our life that are outcomes different than what we're desiring. And we don't realize the problem is the action that we're doing that's creating the bad outcome. And when that happens, when we aren't realizing that the action that we're doing is the problem, we don't change it. We don't look to alter it. We don't look to do anything different. And then what happens is the same bad outcomes. And there's frustration and discouragement and nowhere to go to get better results, because what you're looking to do isn't fixing the root. It isn't fixing the root challenge. And for some people, it's very easy to see their actions and the reactions and how those are related. And sometimes if they're having an action that, whether it's just a thinking process, whether it's a selection process, whether it's a behavior process, it could be a number of different things. But they are able to see the connected relationship between their actions and the reactions. And so they're able to shift and modify to address that and put new seed into that act to get a better harvest for themselves. But not everybody is skilled at connecting those dots. One of my top strengths is connectedness. And so I very easily can see how all these different pieces impact one another. And so I can very clearly say, this and this is why this is happening. Sometimes people think it's about making assumptions, and their assumptions in that are generally speaking not accurate assumptions, because I'm actually operating in one of my top strengths in bringing that awareness about how this act is causing this reaction that is creating the bad result. And if this shifts, you'll get the outcome you're looking for. And so a lot of what we're doing inside of our programs and courses is helping people see the actions that create good reactions, the actions that create bad reactions, the awareness of it all, and what to do with it to get good outcomes. It's always about figuring out what's there and then figuring out what needs to be done to get where you want to be. And so it could be a number of things, but whatever it is, we help bring the clarity so that the root can be addressed and the outcomes can be altered as a result. And I want to share, when we talk about the common couple, 8 to 9 out of 10 couples are not experiencing relational bliss most of the time. The reasons that they are not getting those type of results most of the time is because their act is failing to meet one of the 7 core needs of the sexes. It's one of the 3 for men and one of the 4 for women. It happens every single day to so many couples. And the reality is if you actually start to nurture those 7 core needs, you actually get different reactions. because you're nurturing their survival essentials. And it's a different act that's getting a different react. They go together. They always do. And so what we're doing is trying to help people who maybe aren't aware of their act and the react implications to have that understanding so that they can get where they're trying to go and remove all the frustration, all the hassle, some of the heartbreak, some of the struggle just out of the way. And you can actually really start to enjoy your life and your love a lot more. So that's it. It's a very simple process when you realize if your outcomes are like circling the same mountain over and over again, and you're getting no better results, something's got to change. And the reality is it's somewhere in the act. It's somewhere with the people picker selection. It's somewhere in the alignment. It's somewhere in the thinking. It's somewhere in the skills. It's somewhere in the personality, or somewhere in the behavior, or maybe even all of the above. But the reality is once you get awareness into those places, awareness alone has the power to be curative, and you can start to move towards exactly what you want. All of the burden and all of the hassle goes away. So there's information for you in the descriptions below, and I just want to say cheers to living and loving well. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.